chapter of 1 Corinthians, he had a lot of problems in the Corinthian church. The church that he had the least amount of problems in was the one he wrote, Philippians, Philippi. But the church at Corinth, pretty tough group of people. Had all kinds of problems. They had even abused something as special as the Lord's Supper. For I have received of the Lord that which also I delivered unto you, that the Lord Jesus, the same night in which he was betrayed, took bread. And when he had given thanks, he brake it and said, Take, eat. This is my body, which is broken for you. This do in remembrance of me. If you'll notice too, I've always had the deacons to serve the bread. You stand in a position where you reach and get the bread first. He dealt with the bread before he dealt with the wine. After the same manner also he took the cup, when he had supped, saying, This cup is the New Testament, the New Covenant, in my blood. This do ye as oft as ye drink it in remembrance of me. For as often as ye eat this bread and drink this cup, you do show the Lord's death till he come. Wherefore? Wherefore means based on the things I've just said. Whosoever shall eat this bread and drink this cup of the Lord unworthily shall be guilty of the body and the blood of the Lord. He said, some of you who've been abusing this need to stop. You're getting in trouble with the Lord. You remember an old Negro spiritual that said, it's not my brother nor my sister, but it's me who stands in the need of prayer. Look at verse 28. But let a man examine himself. We're always examining each other. Before you condemn the Democrats and Republicans for destroying each other, the church has been doing it for years. The church set an example for them. They learned from the church to attack each other, I think. But let a man examine himself, and so let him eat of that bread and drink of that cup. Don't examine someone else. For he that eateth and drinketh unworthily eateth and drinketh damnation to himself, not discerning the Lord's body. For this cause many are weak and sickly among you, and many sleep. And that word in the Greek is dead. For if we judge ourselves, we should not be judged. If you don't want to be judged, don't be a judge. But when we are judged, we are chastened of the Lord, that we should not be condemned with the world. Wherefore, based on the things I've just said by brethren, when you come together to eat, tarry one for another. And if any man hunger, back then they served large portions of bread. Some people would come and eat the bread for the wrong reason. If any man hunger, let him eat at home, that ye come not together unto condemnation. And the rest will I set in order when I come. Gentlemen.